How to make money on this weekend's UFC card, Tatsuro Taira versus Hyung Sung Park in the main event. I'm going to give out my lock of the week, my underdog of the week, and various plus money props. If you are new, my requirements for lock of the week for my props, I don't give out anything that isn't at plus money or above. So you're not going to see me like all these other retards on here give out $1.30 locks that are obviously going to hit. So you can actually make some money and double your money. That being said, I'm going to try and get through this week's picks as quick as possible. I don't have a lot of time on my hands, but for leg number one of lock of the week, that is Tatsuro Taira money line. He's got the five round experience. He's got the higher level of competition he's fought. He's the more well-rounded fighter. I believe he's going to be able to take Hung Sung Park down after a bit of a weary round one. Hyung Sung Park is the better striker technically. It may look like Taira is the better striker as it gets later because of the fatigue of Hyung Sung Park. He did look little bit tired in his in his bout with Shannon Ross in round two, breathing out of the mouth, was getting clipped with some shots. I feel like once a bit of a weary round one, where Hyung can land some shots on Taira. As long as Taira survives round one, I believe that it's his fight from there on out, and he's going to pick up a round two or round three submission. So, he's got the experience in 5 round fights. He's got the cardio advantage. He's got the grappling advantage. And he's been, if he can take Brandon Royval's back and nearly submit him, I'm sure he can do that to Park. So, like I said, I've done heavy research in all of these picks that I'm giving out, but this week I'm just trying to get through these as quick as possible. So I'm not going to be giving out full in-depth breakdown. But leg number one is Tatsuro Taira money line. Leg number two is going to be Elizeu Zaleski dos Santos money line. Now, I am somewhat worried in the sense of just some bullshit's going to happen. Neil Magny's just going to spawn out of nowhere and just fucking. Or Zaleski's just going to fight like a retard and get out controlled against the fence. The only way Magny wins this fight is if he just holds Zaleski against the cage and. Or just gets the takedowns, but I don't see that happening. I rewatched the fight with Zaleski and Renat Fakhretdinov, and he was, even when Renat was taking him down, he was urgent to get back to his feet, which is what I always like to see in a fighter when I pick them. They don't settle for bottom position. They're always working themselves back up. So we are taking Zaleski dos Santos money line as leg number two to get it just over plus money. He does have much more finishing potential. So yeah, he's got a lot more power in his hands. Neil Magny, you can't even remember his last finish other than the Mike Malott one. But yeah, Zaleski dos Santos should get it done. I believe he's going to get this one done by decision, but I would not be surprised if he got that Magny out of there. So that is leg number two. Now for our underdog of the week, it is going to be Trayshawn Gore. Now, Trayshawn Gore has missed weight, and I do as well. Although that is an advantage, and everyone hypes it up like, oh, it's a massive advantage. But what is the reason for this? He did make a post. He did say it was due to his water loading time. He did it incorrectly, so hopefully he isn't injured, which is the reason why I'm still picking him. But I don't like picking guys and betting on guys that have missed weight. But as long as he's not injured, he's not ill. It was just like he said, a water loading issue during the time. He's just the better fighter. He's the well-rounded fighter. Now, if you ask who's got the better jiu-jitsu, it's Vieira, obviously, but who's got the better cardio? It's Gore. Who's got the better chin? It's Gore. Who's got the better striking? It's Gore. Who's quicker? It's Gore. Who's got more power? It's Gore. I've seen so many retards this week. I just can't believe they have such a large following saying Vieira, man, like he could knock him out. He's got power. Like, bro, he's a nothing burger on the feet. He's terrible. He just looked like shit against Petrosky. He could barely take down Petrosky, who has an 80% takedown defense. Trayshawn Gore has an 86% takedown defense. Rodolfo Vieira is shit. If he doesn't get the takedowns early, he's fucked. And Gore, he has a very good check left hook. He also knocked down Marco Tullio with it. He's got a very sneaky left high kick, so look out for that. He throws good calf kicks. He's got a very good jab. He goes forward. He moves his head. People can say, oh, he just got dog walked by Tullio. Tullio's a beast. Tullio would fuck up Vieira inside one round. So, yeah, Trayshawn Gore's the pick here. I believe he's going to get this one done by first round knockout. Is Now, trust me, if Trayshawn Gore loses, it's because of the game plan. Trayshawn Gore will lose this fight if he doesn't fight smart. If he fights smart, he's going to win. He's going to dominate. As long as he doesn't jump the guillotine, as long as he doesn't get overzealous and walk into a takedown, if he fights smart, he can out technicality Adolfo and find the finish. Now, for our plus money props, we're going to give our Andrei Puliev by decision. Puliev doesn't have a very good gas tank, so I believe that if Nick Klein can survive the first 5 minutes, it's Puliev's fight to win by decision. He does have decent takedown defense. We saw that against Christian Leroy Duncan. Nick Klein's a bit of a jiu-jitsu nerd, has nothing to offer but jiu-jitsu. So, yeah, we're going to pick Puliev by decision as one of our props. He should get this done, either knockout or decision, but I am going to pick decision as he's not very good with his hands. He does have good long-rangey kicks from southpaw, but I believe that Nick Klein's just going to go in there and accept a decision loss, essentially. So that is our first prop, plus money prop. Now, for our next one, it's going to be two on the same fight. That is Ketlin Souza to win, money line, just head to head, and then also Ketlin Souza inside the distance decision, no action. So if any fighter is to win by a finish, you're betting on Ketlin Souza, and if it goes to the distance, if it goes any fighter wins by decision, you get your money back. So it's a very safe option, and I believe that Ketlin Souza has the much higher finishing potential. So why wouldn't you put that money on? And they're retarded. They've got Ketlin Souza at $2.30 odds and Pierre Rodriguez at $1.60. You know, Ketlin Souza just fucking knocked down and submitted Yasmin Ganori. So yeah, that is going to be our final prop. Just check, and one more we will go over quickly. Like I said, I'm in a rush this week, but Kevin Vallejos by decision. I believe that Danny Silva has not been knocked out ever. I think that loss is a split decision or a unanimous decision loss back early in his career. I do think Kevin Vallejos is levels above, but I feel like Danny Silva does have a good enough chin, and he's going to be able to withstand it and be able to lose a 30-27 decision. I feel like he's good enough to not get finished and put away, and defensively he's tough as well. So that is going to be another plus money prop. So one more. We're going to go with Nora Canole in this matchup too. Carol Rosa is literally dog shit. If she's not landing her leg kicks and having success with her leg kicks, she's going to lose. So remember what I'm saying. If Carol Rosa wins, it's because she has success with her low kicks. If she doesn't have success with the low kicks, she's going to lose. Nora Canole. She throws more. She goes forward more. In a fight like in Las Vegas, where they prioritize going forward and power shots, Canole. I also believe Canole has the higher finishing potential too. She's the bigger lady of the two as well. Nora Canole money line is going to be the pick here. So that is going to be it for this week. Sorry, I'm in a rush, but yeah, we gave out our two leg lock of the week, Taira money line and Zaleski money line. Pair that, you get plus money. Our underdog of the week was Trayshawn Gore. I do believe you could also go for the side prop of first round knockout as well, or just knockout. I would suggest as a prop. Ketlin Souza money line and inside the distance decision, no action. Pulaev decision and Vallejos decision. Okay, go win some money.